This is GB Hollows, and today we have a bit of a different video. I'm going to be talking about some of the masks that I have, and in particular, all the ones I have by Ghoulish Productions, because they're not a sponsor in any way, but as a little backstory, I would get a mask each year from Spirit Halloween, such as these two. This is the King of Crows, and then this is the Wicked Scarecrow, also the part of the Scarecrow lineup by Ghoulish Productions, but after a while I realized that every mask I got from Spirit was actually by Ghoulish Productions. So I just really like the product. I mean, look at the eyes and detail on this guy. These are probably my two favorite Scarecrow masks. So after I found that out, I decided to go online and get a few more, because they have obviously stuff online, and look at the detail. What I like about the product is they're sort of an intermediate between retail and professional. I mean, they're not real cheap looking, and then there's also more realistic looking stuff out there as well, but all of the stuff I think looks pretty good, and a lot of it is priced from $30 to $60 around there. Obviously, they have more expensive stuff that looks more detailed, but it's a nice intermediate. So if you want reviews of individual masks I get in the future, let me know in the comments, but these are the ones I have. This is the Q Clown for the Nightmare Makers collection. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of unique for a clown. And this is the Starving Vampire. Then I already mentioned these two. Like, I have other masks, but this is relatively thick latex, at least compared to my other cheaper masks. So, again, it's pretty cool stuff. And they not only have masks, but also props, including their famous nasty food. This is the chicken bucket, and I'm doing a carnival theme as one of the themes in my haunt this year, and I thought stuff like this, that would go pretty well with it. So they also have stuff like that, and then applications. I'm probably not using this. I don't really know how to, but they have stuff like this as well. And I'm going to be reviewing, quickly going through the sort of flyer that they have online next. But I'd say all of these look pretty good. Like I say, not too expensive. I think these two are around $35, $40. Same with this one. This one was a little bit more, but under 50 still. So pretty good stuff here. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so let's get to the online flyer. And here is Ghoulish Productions. This is sort of the flyer that they have online. They also have a site, but they have a whole bunch of stuff, as you can see here. I'm going to sort of skim through this, show you some of my favorite things, but first up we have licenses. They have quite a few. Nothing I'm super interested in, but definitely some cool stuff here. The Signature Series, Nightmare Makers. This is some of my favorite stuff that they have. A lot of cool stuff here. Some full costumes. Those cost a bit more, but look at those werewolves. Very creepy. The hyper masks, those also cost a bit more. Hoping you can see these well, but these experiments, those I'm actually thinking about getting. Those are pretty cool. These are also nice. Here's some hard latex masks, so not as flexible. These are going to be your half masks. I like those four right there. Also have quite a few others, along with some that glow in the dark. So pretty cool effects with those. Creepypastas. I wish Spirit would do more stuff like this. Cool stuff here, and then they also have just creatures, creepy monsters. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I would love to see some animatronics with stuff like this. The Crash Test, Crash Monster. I have an idea for him, I might get that one. Then they have a bunch of clown masks. I have one of them. None of these so far though, but there's a bunch that I wouldn't mind getting. All kinds of good stuff there. Skulls, they just have all kinds of categories. Those are pretty cool. Aliens, plenty of aliens as well. These look pretty detailed right here. Pretty cool. Voodoo stuff. You don't see too much of that. Zombies, I've been wanting to get a zombie mask from them. I'm not sure which one. You can see there's labels that say things such as bestseller or new, classic. But a lot of cool zombie ones here. Pumpkins. They also have a lot of cool pumpkin ones. Then the classic corn mask. I've been thinking about getting that. It's a bestseller. Then the glow-in-the-dark one for whenever I do a corn maze. Scarecrow. Have some of these, as you saw. The ones I have, probably my favorite ones are the scarecrows, but all of them are pretty cool. These are kind of unique. As you can see, there's just pages and pages of this. Werewolves. Pretty creepy there. Witches. They have some of the best witch masks that I've seen. Not your typical ones that you always see. Vampires, I have one of them. I'm not sure if it's in here. This one, the Predator one, I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, I have the Starving one. Mythological, these look pretty detailed. I haven't looked into them too much. Don't really have a use, but obviously also pretty nice. I hope my scrolling isn't too loud, but gas mask, steampunk, they just have all the categories. Creepy animals, these are some of the, well, creepiest, I'd say. Also, hopefully I'm not scrolling too fast. Regular animals, these are kind of like cartoony. I guess they could be kind of creepy though. They have people. I don't really get into the real people type of stuff or the humor stuff, but they have that as well. Then they have stuff like this. Moving mouth. That would be cool to have. Then kids masks. That's where the junior is. Day of the Dead. All kinds of stuff. Christmas horror. A lot of companies starting to do that. Then they have some full costumes again. And they also have other stuff besides masks. Then the famous nasty food. I have one thing. I do want the popcorn though. That would be cool. Then they also have these props. I'm going to try to go buy them kind of quickly. Don't know if YouTube will like that. But yeah, not just masks, all kind of props. I do like this guy. Evil bears, hanging decor, just all kinds of stuff. Pumpkins. Hands accessories. They also have like applications, which I believe is coming up. Keychains. Here's some application stuff. Might need to know how to do makeup a little bit, but they've got a lot. And that is some of the stuff that Ghoulish Productions has to offer. I just thought I'd make a video on it because they have a lot of cool stuff, and I'll probably be getting more from them in the future. So if you want more videos like this, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.